a mid-year book tag because I used my computer camera again this time. I think I told you like 1,000 times already that I love Azrael. Just believe me. It's not so hard to make me cry. I love crying. Crying is my therapy. God help me, Jesus. I'm praying, Lord, help me. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I wanted to do something like in the middle year wrap up, like tell you what books I have already read this year and talk about this. And then I saw that that's kind of like a thing on YouTube, and it's called mid-year book tag. So that's what we're gonna do today, a mid-year book tag. I just found some questions and I will answer them, like giving you some like my favorite book this year, the worst book I've read this year. So let's get into it without further ado. The best book you've read in 2026 in this half year. I have like 4 books that I rated not even 5, 6 stars because they were super nice. The best book, should I just choose one? I have so many. My favorite book this year so far was The Count of Monte Cristo. It was such a nice book. I even made a video on my YouTube channel about this book. It's kind of big, but it's worth your time. I would definitely recommend reading it. It's like Wake Up and Smell the Justice. It's a book about karma and revenge. People do some shit to you and then you're like, no, wait. And then you do your justice. So Revenge and Justice book, the top 100 books that every person should read in their lives. This is one of them. Also, there was a question, which book had the best cover? I think I would say this one as well. I love how it looks on my bookshelf, not only because of the size, but also because of this picture. It's like a painting. I had to order it from Amazon because my favorite bookstore didn't have this edition. So it came to me and it was a little ripped in here. But you know, you can't see it now because I put like a little bit of work there. But yeah, this is gonna be the best book of this half year, and the book was the best cover that I have. Okay. New release you haven't read yet but want to. It's gonna be a Starsight by Alex Aster. I've heard so many good reviews about this book, so I will definitely read it. I will show you how it looks. I've heard so many good reviews, and I've read a few books by Alex Aster this year. I wasn't really like satisfied with them, only with the first one, but we will get there. But this book, I believe, receives so many good reviews. Like everyone is saying that this is her like best work. It's basically like enemies to lovers and another world where they live like on 2 sides, the star side and some other side. That's what I've heard so many times about it when people read this book and they like do the reviews and stuff. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be on my TBR, but I'm waiting for the next book to come out because I believe this one has a huge like cliffhanger. So I will wait for the second book to come out, which is gonna be like super soon, so we won't even need to wait for so long, and I will just buy books of them. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I'm waiting for the ACOTAR 6-7 books, so I really am waiting for those ones. This year we will get ACOTAR 6, and it's gonna be like a smaller book, and then next year, and like in the beginning, I don't remember, February or something, we will get a bigger one, which is gonna be book 7 on ACOTAR. I just hope it's gonna be about Azrael. I just hope it's gonna be about Azrael. I love him so much. I have finished reading ACOTAR books and I've read his bonus chapter. God! Oh my gosh, I love him so much, and now I can't wait for his book. After the bonus chapter, oh my gosh, why they gave us the bonus chapter. So the most anticipated release for me this year will be ACOTAR book 6 and then ACOTAR book 7 in the beginning of the next year. Plus, I'm waiting for Rebecca Yarros to release her novel, not the next Force Wind book, but like a novel. I'm super excited about that one. It's gonna be like top 3 books that I'm waiting for. 2 of them will be in October this year, and 1 of them will be in the beginning of the next year, and I'm anticipating that one the most because I believe ACOTAR book 7 will be such a huge book. As I saw today on Instagram, it says that it might have like 900 pages. What? Yeah, so biggest surprise, I will put Caught Up. Such a nice book. Such a nice book. I have started it like yesterday and I'm finishing it today. I'm so sure I'm finishing this book. I'm eating this book up, so it's like my biggest surprise, and I will explain why. Because this is like a Windy City series, and in the beginning of this year I have read 2 books. The first one, Mile High, I believe. It was like, I didn't like it. It was like 2-3 stars from me, but I've heard people saying that you should like definitely read the second book because the second one will be better, and it was, as I thought back then, the best one in the series until I started reading this book. So, Mile High, I put like 3 stars. It was good, but it wasn't great. Then Mile High, guys, I thought it's gonna be like the best book, and I like it so much that I didn't want to continue with the series because I was like, yeah, I will definitely read the next book like later, but I didn't want to jump in right after I finished the Mile High because I loved it so much. I gave that book 6 stars. I thought it's gonna be like the best book in the series, but how wrong was I? Because this is super surprise. I bought it because we went to the bookstore with my friends and I didn't need any books because I was reading ACOTAR series and I had all the books, but I was like, I'm here, so should I just go out without any book? And when I was checking romance section, there were so many, but then I saw this, they like did this new covers and I love them so much, and I love the second book, my favorite one, The Right Move. It was just 1 in there and I was like, it's looking at me because like it's just 1 left in there and it looks nice, and I was thinking to continue the series, so I bought it, but I didn't expect anything from it because I knew that like my favorite book will be Forever Right Move. So I know that I still have 2 more books and I don't want to make this mistake again and think that this is the best one, but this is 6 stars read. I haven't even finished yet, but look, I started it yesterday. What? So definitely a freaking biggest surprise. Kai, single daddy trope, and Miller, this girl. I love this girl so freaking much. Like, I feel so happy these days. I'm reading this book, I'm having so much fun. Like, I recommend this book to everyone. It's such a nice little fast-paced read. You can't like put this book down. You read it, like, don't start reading it at night because it's such a nice book. You will stay up all night reading it because it's like super easy, super fun. The jokes, how she jokes, how she's like, oh, she is my favorite girl from the Windy City series now, because it was Indy in from the second book, but now she is my favorite one, and she also cooks like I do. She makes cakes and desserts, and I'm like, oh! Love it. Such a surprise. I even think that when I finish like all of them, I will do a separate video and I will tell you even more about this book because I had such fun. Next question. Favorite new author? Sarah J. Maas. So many of them were new to me. But favorite new author? Sarah J. Maas. She is my favorite new author for me because I love her writing so much. Like 10 out of 10. Sarah J. Maas, queen. I finished ACOTAR. I am finishing this Kara book. It's like I just wanted to relax a little bit because I just finished A Court of Silver Flames and I needed something easy and fun and cute and like single daddy trope book. Before, God help me, Jesus, I'm praying, Lord, help me. I'm starting reading Throne of Glass, probably next week. I already have the first 2 books on my Kindle, so I'm like fully prepared. The Throne of Glass series, 8 books, and everyone is saying it's gonna be like phenomenal series, like the best series ever, and I truly believe so. So yeah. But definitely my favorite new author, Sarah J. Maas. I love her book so much. Book that made you cry. Okay, the book that made you cry will be this. A Court of Wings and Ruin was definitely the book that made me cry. They both did, but this one was my happy tears. This one made me cry when the freaking ugly creature from the forest died. I was crying like a bitch. When Surel, how you call him, he died, made me cry so much. That made me cry so much and think so much about his death of the ugly creature from the forest of the fantasy book. I'm okay. I checked my mental state with my psychologist, so she didn't tell me I have something. That means that I'm okay. But yeah, I was fucking crying because of that death. It's not so hard to make me cry. I love crying. Crying is my therapy. I love a good little book to cry. Book that made you happy. I haven't been happier in my life before I found this freaking book. A Court of Mist and Fury. Just see how many quotes in here I have. How many highlighted quotes I have in the freaking pink highlighter. Like each page I have something. I don't want to sound like a freaking crazy bitch, but this book was everything. And I'm so freaking sad that I won't be ever able to read it for the first freaking time. That book made me happy. That book made me cry because I was so full of my happiness that I was just crying. Chapter 54. No, we're not going there. If you want to see me talking about this book, there's the whole video on my YouTube channel because it was super nice, and I'm so happy that I made that reading vlog. So I made a video while I was reading this book, like the whole book, so you have like all my reactions, and I love that I made that video with this book because it's gonna be my forever favorite, and I will love to rewatch that video so many times just to remember this book. And they all look nice except this one. You even can see, if you like ever come to my home, you can see how dirty, how many times I touched this book. This book looks like it was read so many times, cried over so many pages. It's like, yeah. If this doesn't tell you that this book is amazing, I don't know what else will. What books do you need to read by the end of this year? I have so many, I will cry because there's so many books and so less time. My delusional ass thinks I can finish the Throne of Glass series, then the Crescent City series by Sarah J Maas before the October, before we have like ACOTAR 6 coming out. Then my delusional ass wants to read Shatter Me series. Shatter Me? And I know we're gonna eat. This series is gonna eat. I was thinking about this series since I read the Divergent books, but then I got to read fantasy and I was so caught up in fantasy that I didn't want to read about the surviving and like dystopian books. But yeah, I'm ready and I'm so excited because also I saw that they will do a movie or like series, and I love to be in this train with everyone, so I will definitely read this series as well. And there's so many books as well as Starsight that I told you about that I really want to read, but later. Let's just pray that we have so much time in our lives to read books and we can read all the books from our favorite bookstore, and there should be such a nice discounts in the bookstore for us so we can buy even more and more and more books. For now, that's all, because I think that Throne of Glass has 8 books and it will take me some time, and I don't want to be like super duper delusional. I don't want this to give me anxiety. That's why I don't usually like hope for any amounts of books that I want to read in a year. Like, anything you read is like good. How many pages a day, how many books in the year you read is good, because you do this for yourself, and this is my favorite hobby. I don't wanna this thing that makes me happy to bring me anxiety, because I already have so much anxiety in my life. I don't want books to bring me that as well. So I'm reading just when I have time and desire to read, and sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. So for now, I think it's like just 2 of this series, and if I can do Starsight, then it will be nice and good. If not, then the next year, so the next half of this year. What book did you reread this year? I reread Hate Mail. It was such a nice little read from the last year. I definitely recommend this book. It's like enemies to lovers, but I had such a fun time. It's such a funny book. They never met each other basically in real life, but they both are in schools and they like kids. I don't remember how old, but like kids, they're schools, they like work together and they send each other mails, so they like mail friends. And it's such a fun because she was super excited to send her first letter to her like new male friend, and he didn't want to. So when he read her letter, he was like, why the fuck we should do this? Why this girl wants to talk to me? And he wrote her such a bad letter. He was thinking that this will make her stop sending him letters, and then she made it even worse. So they were like sending each other hate mails throughout so many years. Then so many years later, when she already like works in some company, she receives another hate mail from him, and it doesn't say his name there, but the letter is so funny and so bad that she needs to tell her friend about this whole history with Luca, the guy. So yeah, I was rereading this book when I was feeling sad, when I was feeling super anxious. It helped me to like bring up my mood because the letters, they're so freaking funny, and it's a definitely 5-star read for me. It was nice. I think if they made a movie with this book, it would be super funny, and just I love it so much. Keep in mind, if I will make a video about my favorite romance books, that book will be almost on the first place, because yeah, the worst book of this half a year, Sky Shade. So I was telling you that this year I have read Alex Astor books already. It was the Light Lark series, and I did enjoy reading the first book, the Light Lark book. It was nice. Even though I knew the plot twist in the end, I like anticipated it, but there were like two of them. The one I anticipated, the other I didn't. But the next two books were super bad for me. And this one was, I think, the worst one. Sky Shade, I gave it like 2 stars. I don't know. And I know there another book, maybe even 2 in this series. I honestly don't think it was like important to make so many books in this series. I think 3 should have done it for this series. Like, it was enough. But I also don't really enjoy the love triangle trope. I hate it, honestly, because in the beginning of the love triangle trope, you already know who she will end up with, so why do we even like waste our time thinking about should we pick the cute little orange guy when we have a freaking shadow daddy there? No blonde orange Oro guys, for sure it's gonna be a shadow freaking daddy who cares about her, who loves her, who's fucking her husband. What? So yeah, this was unnecessary, and it should have ended here. They should have just made her stay with Grimm, and then maybe this book would have been nice if this was the last book. But I don't have any desire to read the next books in this series, because it didn't give me anything. The first, though, Light Lark, was nice. It was like 3.5, 4 stars from me. I love the world, I love the idea, I love this like deadly trials and stuff. Wonderful, like I will eat it up, but not this time. So that's why I told you that I'm hoping that the Star side will be best, and that's what I've heard other readers on the book talk say, that Light Lark was Alex Astor's best book for now. So we shall see, we shall read it as well, and it's gonna be like a spicy. This one actually, let's talk about this. It was in the young adults section, but do we consider these books young adults? I don't think so, because it has a nice little spice, not like the full package of spice, but still quite a bit. So they were talking about sex from the first book till the last book, and like not as they did in ACOTAR for sure, but still kind of more than it should have been. But yeah, let's just not worry about that. Do I recommend reading Light Lark series? Not really. Like, not really. The newest crush, and I was thinking that I will put Resent here, but it's gonna be Azrael. My new book crush will be Azrael, Shadow Daddy, Shadow Sinner. If the next ACOTAR books will not be about Azrael and him finding his freaking love, I'm gonna crash out, because I won't be able to wait again for his book. I'm really hoping we will get his book. I'm so here for him to tell us everything about his life, about what happened to him. I'm so ready to hate everyone who made something to him like that. So here for it. I think I told you like 1,000 times already in this short 15 minutes video that I love Azriel. Just believe me, I do. Do I care who he will end up with? Kinda little. I love both of the girls. I just want him to be happy as much as possible. I don't know. I will be happy with both. I actually am in that situation where I want him to have both of them, and I want Elaine to have both Azriel and Lucien, and then we will see how it goes, which way we like more. I just have them all. I'm so hoping that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if we should do something else. Again, sorry for the quality because I used my computer camera again this time. I was reading stuff from my phone, so it would be not comfortable for me to make a video on my phone. And I will see you when I see you guys, probably next week. And don't forget to read books, because this is an amazing little hobby.